Hi, everybody. Welcome to the first Swoon Sisters Book Club live show. And obviously, I'm here with Nicole. Everybody on my channel knows Nicole because I talk about Nicole in like every video. And we are talking about Royally Screwed by Emma Chase. And yeah, what is it called? Our trope. Yeah, our trope for this month was royalty romance. So we did Royally Screwed. And this is a reread for both of us. So interesting. But yeah. How
did you find that you remembered things very well, or was it kind of like?
Actually, for reading it so long ago, I think I actually remembered it pretty well because, like, honestly, like, if I think about books that I read like 3 months ago, I'm like, some of them I don't remember anything. I'm like, okay, I read it. That was it. But this one, like, I remembered some scenes, but like after it's not a spoiler, but after they went to the different place, you know what I'm talking about? When they went to the different place, I didn't remember any of that. But like the part in New York City, I remember that. Hi, Bailey. Hi, Avery.
No, you're not gonna be crying this whole time. Hold on.
No, I haven't read the second one, but I want to because it's like The Bachelor, right? Like a royal bachelor.
Yeah.
Is it your first time reading it? Nice. Okay, well, I'm gonna put the banner up. What's everybody's rating? And okay, I gave it 4.5.
4.5.
When I first read it, I gave it 5 stars, but then this time I gave it 4.5 because I was telling Nicole there was these 2 lines that it just really did not sit right with me. But we can get into that later. Yes, that sounds so good. Okay, hold on.
So 4.5, and then you round it up to 5.
Yes, I round everything up because it's in me, like math. Like if it's 5 or above, you round up.
Right.
So if it's 4.5, why do people round it down? Not Bailey giving it 1 star.
I gave it 1 star.
You know what? This is good for the discussion.
It is good, and it's good to have different opinions. Yes.
And the second one is literally me in a book form, so that's why you love it. Oh, that's interesting. I feel like generally, like, I either really like the heroine or I really like the hero. Like, I literally never like both of them. Like, even, like, it's not that I never like both of them, but I would just, like one more than the other. I'm, like, focused on them. But I feel like in this, I pretty much like them equally. I like them both a lot.
Yeah, I like them both, and I vaguely remember the second book, vaguely, so I probably could just do a reread. But like, I just read this series last year.
Okay, well, I'm just saying I read the 5th season when, like, July, and literally the day after I finished that book, I didn't know what happened. No, while I was still reading that book, I didn't know it was happening, so.
I've heard that. It's like, it's very confusing.
Just not into the kind of hero that was offered here. Okay.
Very, very alpha, very, my orders are not to be, argued with kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I like. I'm out. Okay.
Yeah.
Literally, Justice from Aries Library she did a review on From Blood and Ash because she gave it 1 star. And she did the review and she was like, I don't understand how people like Hawk. Like, he's so toxic and manipulative. And in the comments, I quoted it and I was like, he's toxic and manipulative. And I was like, so what I like is what you're telling me. Like, I'm sorry, but.
So what's the issue?
Like, okay, like, that's not for everybody, but it's for me. I'm just saying, I don't know.
Yeah, I like alpha heroes too. I do.
I gave it 2 stars a few years ago, but still finished the whole series. Sometimes it'd be like that. Yeah, but more for me. Like, it's really like this issue with me. Not me getting into this whole random stuff in the beginning. It's like this issue though. It's like I like that, but then also I want to be like, stop telling me what to do. Like, I'm my own human being. Like, I can do what I want. But then, yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I remember when I got this book in the mail, it came and I totally forgot I ordered it. And my mom like opened the package, I guess, and she was like, Deja, there's a book for you. And I was like, I didn't order a book. And she was like, there's a shirtless man on the cover. And I was like, what book did I order with this shirtless man? And I literally thought that you bought me a book, Nicole. Remember I told you?
Oh, yeah.
I thought that Nicole bought me a book because I was like, who else would buy me a book?
I mean,
Who has a shirtless man on the cover? Because I literally didn't remember. I'm trash for a trash romance sometimes, you know?
Sometimes, yeah.
But I still give it high ratings. You know, it's about how I feel. If I'm trash for it, it gets high ratings.
Like if I had a good time, you know, like.
Yes. But like you don't own me. Exactly. Literally. Hi, Sarah. I don't know if this book would be for you, Sarah. I don't know if it would be. Yes, we started. I had this open, but was in another tab. It's okay. We haven't really talked about much besides our ratings.
What our rating is, yeah. My light is really bright, so I'm gonna turn it
on. Oh, you know what people always do? When they have live shows on their channel for their book club, they always like tell the person who's it's not on like their channel to like summarize the book, so you get to do it because I don't want to do it.
What? He's like, man, I'm gone. Bye.
Hi. Well, there's actually so many people here for a book club live show. Kind of shook. Hi, everybody.
Oh, it's Maharet. Hi.
For all the spoilers. Okay, well, Nicole, you get to summarize.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, the synopsis of the book.
Okay, so we have this Prince Nicholas who is, you know, your typical Playboy prince, you know, and he goes into this coffee shop / bakery and meets our heroine, Olivia, and she doesn't take his crap at first, and he was like, breath of fresh air, but they can't be together. They're star-crossed lovers from the beginning because he has to wed someone royal, and they have to, what is this nonsense about not having to be a virgin?
They either have to be royalty, or if they're not royalty, they have to be from his country.
Yeah, a citizen, which she's neither. So it's like, it's kind of like, we'll do this while we can do this. And then when the time's up, because she gives him like 5 months, 6 months or something.
Yeah, she is
grandma, the queen.
I love the queen so much. She was such an icon, literally. Everything that came out her mouth, I was like, yes. Literally, yes, queen. Yes.
Yes, queen. I did like the scene between when it was just the queen and Olivia.
They were yes, you also have to be a virgin.
Yeah.
You also have to be not the archaic rules.
I know. I was just like, didn't they also have to be a virgin? Which is ridiculous. But I'm like, oh. Okay. So
the queen has her own book?
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Whoa, the queen's book was good? Yeah, she's an icon, so it would be good.
Yeah.
Okay, but also I think part of the synopsis would be that Nicholas did not tell her that he had to get married at first.
That's true. Yep.
And so she was just like...
His excuse was like, well, I didn't tell you because it wasn't relevant because I didn't expect to have these feelings for you. So I just planned on dropping you like that anyway.
Literally. And I was like, sir, the audacity.
I was like, okay, thanks. So now that you have feelings.
Royally Yours, book 4. Oh my gosh, there's so many people here. I feel so popular. Sometimes I really, it's not that I don't like myself. It's just like I am too much for even myself. I'm like, that was a lot. That was a lot. She does. Is it flashback type? I don't know. Sorry to interrupt real quick. Why not 5 stars to the dream home? That is not relevant to the conversation.
She's like, tangent, but I need to know.
It's hard for me to give nonfiction books 4 stars. Like, I just don't, it's just not my thing. I was just chilling, but it just wasn't a 5 star. Like, I just went based off my gut. There was nothing wrong with it. I was just like 4 star. Like, that's just what I felt in my little soul.
In your little soul? Hi, Christine.
Not shove out of your driveway. Oof. Literally, we got snow here like last week. Like, no, like Yeah, last week on Wednesday night, because we didn't have school Thursday. And I went outside because it was snowing at night. So I went outside at 4 a.m. because I was like, let me go see why it's snowing. Because I knew that when I woke up, it was going to be snowing. And then I woke up at like 11 a.m. and it was melted. It was gone.
It was gone. Dang
You
it.
enjoyed the book. Okay. So most people enjoyed the book. The only person that didn't enjoy the book was Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Who gave it 1 star, as far as I know. Yeah, I really liked it. I'm trying to make it non-spoilery. I'm bad at non-spoilers. Okay. I liked it because I just thought it was really funny. It really was making me laugh out loud for no reason. I was like, this is too much. My parents probably think I'm a psychopath. And literally, right, like, does this ever happen to you when you're like driving, right? And then you like think back to like something completely different that's not like you're just driving. There's nothing going on around you. And you think back and then you just start laughing out of nowhere and you're like, I'm literally a psychopath because
Sometimes you just think of the funny stuff. But yeah, there were some pretty hilarious moments in there.
literally like the green is so funny. And then like the time when she pied him in the face, I was dying.
Yeah. She was like, I don't think so. And then he didn't even remember. He's like, I vaguely remember like because he's like sugar on my lips, like taste of apple because she like put the pie in his face. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes.
Can my snow melt? I have almost not 2 feet. I did like it not bad. I may have looked too deep because I was already. Yeah. My favorite type of romance is super smutty. This one was really smutty too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was okay. It had me. Sometimes I was like taken aback. I was like,
not even just like the sex scenes, but also like his thought of like what he wants to do with her.
I loved that she included his perspective in this book because it would not have been as good if it was just her perspective.
Yes.
It would have not been as good. But I feel like this book also had a lot of darker themes. Like with what's his name? Prince Nicholas, his parents died. They're dead.
Died. And then Olivia's mom is dead. And then her dad is like into a very deep depression and, depends on alcohol for that. So
I was going to say, that meme, like I think in memes sometimes. So when I said they're dead, I was like, that meme that they're like, I'm alive, but I'm dead. But then I was like, that's not right because they're not alive at all. They're just, I'm dead, but I'm dead. I listened to the audiobook late at night while my husband was asleep. I'm surprised I didn't wake him up because I was laughing so much. Literally, it was so funny. Yeah, for the first half, it was definitely like a lot funnier.
Yeah. The second half is when you get into his past and, there's a couple of the darker moments, especially like after their first date where she kind of has to like pick her dad up off the stoop and they think he's a vagrant, and he can't even get into the house because he's, drunk. So that's kind of like a darker point. But yeah, when he gets into the second part and you're learning more about his past, he had kind of, a terrible thing happened to him as well, not just with his parents, but, teen pregnancy. And then she lost the baby. And what was her name? Lucille?
Ma'am, this is spoilers, is it
not?
Oh,
yeah. Sorry, my bad. Are we talking spoilers?
Not you to spoil it. I was trying to be non-spoilery. I'm sorry. Someone said, are we doing reading sprints?
Are we doing not?
I would suggest looking at the title of the video of the live show. How does one function that drunk? I couldn't tell you because I've never been drunk because underage drinking is a choice that I have not made. I was just period. It was dirty. I was like, okay. And then also his brother was so even her sister was funny too, but the brother, and the second book is about him. So
yeah, and even his brother was going through some things too. But his brother, I like that he called her Olive.
Literally.
I'm trying to. I know.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I told you, I'm terrible at that. I just go straight for the spoilers.
Yeah. Content warning for talking about abortion too. Nicole, and then his brother's book too. I love him. Are we reading? No, ma'am. Okay, anyways, I'm just gonna put spoiler warning because Nicole can't hold herself back. So, wait, I make a little banner. I love making these banners. Okay.
Little baby banner.
Okay. Oh wait, shoot, it didn't work. Hold on, there we go. Yeah.
All right, now we're safe.
For real, Henry at the end, he was like,
can you imagine just like in the middle of this press conference, and then he's like, I'm abdicating. Henry's like, wait, what?
Literally, Henry had no clue what was gonna come. When he said, when he got married, Henry was like, congratulations, bastard. And then she said, thank you. And she said, Olive looks good, or Olive looks gorgeous, prick. And then he said, she does. I'll tell her you said so. And then he said, I'm really happy for you, wanker. And then he said he laughed, and he said, it's going to be all right, Henry. And then Henry said, easy for you to say, Pratt. I was like, not him going in on his own brother.
Yeah. And he's like, will you forgive me? And he's like, maybe, someday, eventually.
Okay, you can bring up your stuff. There's no organization on this channel, so
none whatsoever.
It's not your channel to even say. What are you attacking me?
And especially no organization with me.
That's true. You literally just be like, okay,
spoilers.
Post a note. I read at the beginning of Jan, so you have notes. Okay. Him being asleep during the press conference and all of a sudden he's next in line. Literally. Did it say that he was asleep? Because if he wasn't, I imagine him being asleep. He was like,
he was just there, kind of like, huh? Yeah. When's the party starting? When is the champagne coming out? And then all of a sudden, you're next in line.
Have you read the second book? No, but I want to.
I have.
It's gonna be good.
Oh.
But doesn't the sister also have a romance in here? I don't know if the sister has a romance. Isn't it the third book then?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And with the bodyguard.
Oh yeah, with the bodyguard. None. No. LOL. My first thing is him being rude as hell, and then she gives him her full name the next day. I mean, I give out my full name all the time, so if that's not that weird for me, I'd be like, yeah, I have a cool ass name. Let me talk about my last name. So
can we also say that she was offended that he offered her money the first time, but then when he comes back to apologize and he's like, I should have offered more. She's like, oh.
I mean, and then when Henry found out he only offered 10,000, he was like, you cheap bastard. And he was like, I was drunk. I would have offered more if I was sober.
Oh, I was dying laughing.
I was like, not him being cheap when he's drunk. Not me being illiterate. Literally. The Sisters book 3, it's age gap and bodyguard. Well, I kind of figured it'd be age gap. Also, okay, I just want to talk about the thing that bothered me that made me take off half a star. So I noticed literally on page freaking, what is this? 4, he goes, sometimes I think I'm schizophrenic, dissociative, possibly a split personality. It wouldn't be unheard of. I'm like, what? Sir.
Yeah.
Okay, like, who? Like, that was a choice to put that in there. That was a choice, okay? Because,
very cavalier about just throwing that out.
I think, because I was going to say sometimes we need to keep things in our head, and technically is his head, but, like, the author needed to keep that in her head.
Right, and not put it on the page.
And then on page 63 of my copy, he said, talk about schizophrenic. The woman is a complete nutter, talking about Olivia.
I
was like, well, I'm calling himself schizophrenic and then calling her schizophrenic too. I was like, excuse me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what made me take off half a star. I didn't like that. Is it true that it is a passion fix film? I don't know, but I could see it being a movie. Other names, but the scene with the main guard yelling at them. I don't remember his name.
Oh, I wrote it down. Hold on. Maybe I didn't write it down.
There's Logan and Tommy.
Oh, Logan, I think. Is it the scene where that girl like sneaks into his room.
Maybe.
Well,
and there was 2 suicide jokes. I didn't catch those, but I caught the schizophrenic stuff. That was weird. And then random thoughts. Yeah, I was like, okay, that was a choice. I mean, this was published in like not that long ago. It was published 2016. Like, it's not like it was published in 2005.
Right.
And then we never went anywhere with it. Like, so many issues were never followed up on. Oh, okay. Like, I understand, like, why some people wouldn't like that, but, like, I also talk like that. So, I guess, like, to me, it didn't, like, it didn't trigger anything in my mind because that's how my humor is to deal with my depression.
Yeah, but I can see how that can be triggering for some people.
It can be triggering for some people, yeah. But, like, the schizophrenic, that caught me off guard. But, like, me and all my friends, we all talk like that. So, it literally it didn't even seem like anything to me. Yeah, but that's just, like, a personal thing, I guess. Is Lady Macbeth Swoon? I'm confused. Is this a bot? Who is this?
No, I'm not sure.
This doesn't make sense. J. Logan. Yeah, hang.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just say stuff like that all the time, so.
Yeah, I personally didn't catch that either, but.
Like, now that she says it, I remember them, but, like, yeah, it didn't bother me. Just the schizophrenic stuff, I was like, what is that? Because I definitely did not notice that when I first read it. But then also, do I trust, like, 16-year-old me? No. Was I 16 or was I 15? I think I was 15. Not me reading this at 15. Sis really picked up a steamy book for what? Like, I didn't know. I was like, ooh, look at how cute. Like, a little moment. Little did I know. Because
it was just the start. It was just the beginning for you.
Just the beginning. And then I read, what is it called? A Lesson in Thorns when I was 16.
I still haven't read that book and I need to.
No, you're not a downer. I'm just saying, like, I just never, like, it didn't catch my attention because I was like, haha, yeah, same. Like, it wasn't like, I was like, I don't know. Like, that's just how I deal with things. I had that never went anywhere. The press finding out about the pregnancy. That's true. Literally, they were like, oh, the pregnancy. And then, like, nothing happened. The press didn't do anything. But honestly, I don't know what they could do. They're a monarch. It's not like it's, like, a career that's, like.
Right. It was just like, it was kind of just like wrapped up in the epilogue when they find out like who actually did it, but they didn't say if anything like happened to her, like as consequences, but it's, I don't know.
Yeah, but like nothing even really, they still loved him. So nothing really happened to his reputation, which is interesting. I'm trying to look at the tabs that I have to remind me of things, just like you do, Nicole.
Yep. I'm sorry, I don't have tabs because I don't have physical copy. I let everybody down.
This part is so random, but the guy, Marty, who like works there with them, he has 3 baby sisters and they're triplets and their names are Bibbidi Boppity Boo.
Yes. Is that really their names or just what he calls them?
No, because it said Marty's mom was still flying high when she filled out the birth certificates, a little mix-up with the meds during delivery, and Marty's dad, a rabbi from Queens, was smart enough not to quibble with a woman who just had the equivalent of 3 watermelons pulled out of her. So their legal names are Bibbidi Boppity Boo. I was like, that is so funny. Where did she come up with that? Like, who's like, yeah, let me just make this one character of 3 siblings named Bibbidi Boppity Boo.
She's like, yes, hilarious.
I remember at the end telling her, literally, what was her problem with the necklace? And then freaking, what's his name? Not me forgetting all their names. Nicholas was upset because he was like, I bought that necklace for her. It was for her. And I was like, bruh, she wanted to bring it with her. What the heck? But it was half your stuff, sir. You should have put them in their place. I don't know what to tell you. but it wasn't her fault.
I wanted him to find out and like fire her.
Literally, that should have happened. The random nobles who had issues with Olivia, yeah, I guess they just like accepted her. I don't know. They probably don't accept her, but they kind of just can't do anything about it anyways. They're just kind of stuck.
Well, I like how there was actually one part where she was talking about like, oh, I have a hashtag Olivia sucks. And then like 3 chapters later, when they were all like out on their date or whatever, everyone was like, oh, that's a nice girl. Like, okay.
Yeah. Someone should make me a hashtag that's like Deja sucks.
Never.
That'd be funny. Yeah, literally. When she was smashing the pie into his face, she was like, close your eyes, like put your hand underneath the table. And then she just took this pie and just smashed it.
Right in the face.
And I was like, sir.
He deserved it.
He did. He was so disrespectful for what? I was like, that was not right. That was not okay. I'm trying to look at my notes, okay?
Okay.
Okay, that was kind of random. Oh, yeah, I did mark the part. I'm going to go hang myself in the closet now, but I marked it as a funny part because I was like, ha, 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 same, like, me all the time.
Oh.
But you know what? My closet's not even tall enough, so it doesn't even matter. Anyways. Let me head out. I'm sorry. I want a Marty book. Same. The one noble dude who wanted to, but we never heard back about that.
Oh, Lancaster.
Yeah. But he probably was like, okay, they're kind of like engaged. Like Sir really gave up his whole like. He probably was like, yeah. I don't think because he was like they agreed after he was done, but then he went back to America and then he was like mine. So then he was probably like, well, that ain't never gonna happen for me.
Well, it was kind of like he was just there to start drama because there had to be like another reason of where like either she didn't trust him or she's like angry because, you know, the conflict, you know. She overheard that whole conversation.
Jump in when she smacked. Literally, like she smacked him and the guards did nothing. But
because
you know
like, yeah, you deserve that.
I understand like later in the book she kind of did like she did slap him once and they didn't do anything, but like also like anytime like literally what's his name Logan was yelling at her and freaking Nicholas had pinned his own bodyguard to the wall. I was like, sir, okay. Okay, but
that was the scene where the lady like broke into his hotel room and he was basically Logan was giving her like a dressing down where he was just like he has bodyguards, he has these things in place for a reason, and for you to kind of just throw them out the window, like abandon them, these are the things that can happen. And so he was being actually really rude. He didn't have to say some of the things that he said to her.
He did. He was rude.
And that's when Nicholas was like, you're not talking to my woman like that.
I know, but like in the beginning when she smashed the pie in his face, like that was they didn't even know
her. Didn't even know her.
And they were just like, yeah.
Do it again.
Not do it again. This is then the issue with the parliament got wrapped up with no explanation. Yeah. Okay. Bye, Bailey. But hopefully you like the next one, Reign of a King by Rina Kent. Is February's book, which we're going to talk about later. But hopefully you like that one. Neither of us know anything about that book, so it's kind of a shot into the dark. Hopefully it turns out well.
I like how this first book is a reread for both of us, and the second book is we've never even heard of it.
Never heard of it. Never heard of the author. Like, yeah, they were just there to stir up drama. That's just what it was about.
That's what they were there for. Yeah,
but the book would have been long. Like this was already like it's not long, but like the audiobook was like 9 hours, I think. Yeah, but it was like a
longer than your typical romance.
Yeah. Okay.
If it was fleshed out even more, then yeah, it would have been long.
I'm sorry, this next one was when Olivia was asking him if he just like walks around naked, and he was like, No. And then he said, I imagine Fergus's reaction to my bare balls resting on the 16th century Queen Anne sofa, or even better, my grandmother's reaction. And I laughed. I was like, oh, what is that? Let me just user, because I don't know what that's about, but that is not for me.
That's not for me. It's not for this stream. Nope.
Oh my gosh. When he was talking about the queen, he said she's a battle axe with a chunk of concrete where her heart should be. I was like, that's iconic. That's a monument. Like,
and it's actually really like apt description of her. Amazing.
Like I aspire to be that description, because I think I'm getting there. I think I got the chunk of concrete, but I don't know about the battle axe part. I have a lot of other tabs, but I'm just looking for the green ones because I'm trying to laugh. Oh, okay. Wait. I don't know who she was talking to, but she was saying, she was talking to Logan, and who was this? Wait. I don't know, but she was saying that if Prince Nicholas hurts her sister, delicious looking security guards or not, I'll find a way to shave your eyebrows off.
Yeah, that was her little sister talking to Nicholas.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a mood. They probably, apparently, they just let him be abused anyways, so they probably let it happen. They'd be like, yeah, he deserved that.
Yep.
And he like the brotherly love. Yes, it was so cute. And then when he like dived into the water to get him.
Yes.
I was like, sorry, I knew that nothing happened because I kind of remember that part. Mm-hmm. I was like, he really fell off the boat.
Yeah.
Aren't those railings kind of high? Like,
depending on how big the boat is, yeah.
Exactly. So how did he fall off the boat? Is he 8 feet tall? I don't understand.
See, 8 feet.
Like, he really just said, like, off the side. I was like, okay, like, you're either really tall or just really, really, or really drunk beyond belief. Okay. There's a lot of steam in this book. I can't. So much. Let's see. Because, okay, so the reason that I said that was because, so I was using, like, these colored tabs. Let me not. Like, I was using those colored tabs for steam. And so then I was like, okay, well, I don't want to put a tab for, like, every single line. So then on the page, like, some of them I put it at the top, but I was like, no. Like, I need to put it on, like, the lines. Uh-huh. And so I literally just broke out a highlighter with the matching color. I was like, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Multiple sections on the same page. Yeah, you gotta do it.
There was a lot on that page. So I was like,
he was talking filthy, and I loved it.
It really was. I was like, oh my gosh, it was so funny when Henry was back at the hotel in New York City, and they FaceTimed their grandmother, and he literally said Granny, and then literally proceeded to hug the computer and kiss the screen, and then his grandmother was swatting the screen. I was like, only Henry. He literally just was like, to the screen. I was like, no. Oh, the one where he stayed. I remember that. That one was. I was like, oh yeah, I know it's about to happen. Because I was like, I've never read like that kind of scene in any other book before. Mm-hmm. I was like that's a thing. No, I feel like I've read it before, but not in a book. I don't know where I read something like that, but probably on the internet.
Honestly, like not even with a regular razor, but like a straight blade. I'm just like, and he's like, "Do you trust me?" I'm like, "Not really."
I'm like, but honestly, I would trust him more than I trust myself.
Well, what kind of tool they were using? Yeah,
because I didn't know what was it was cute.
Started off innocent, and then.
Really? Okay, I don't know if I ever really think that steamy scenes are cringy. That's just personal. I don't know if I've ever been like, ooh, like.
I think I've listened to so many romance maybe when I first started like audiobooks, listening to the romance scene, it can get kind of cringy, but it's second nature now.
Yeah, I don't know, like,
especially because the narrator was like really good at like all the grunts and growls and stuff.
you're good at the grunts and growls.
I mean, he was really good.
Not listen to romance audiobooks. I don't know how people do it. I listened and I followed along, and I was reading this on stream, and it like I was like up to the highlighting part in the stream, and I was like,
okay. And then I texted you this earlier where I was like, why does this voice sound so familiar? Like, it's Elias.
Wait, you were talking about this audiobook? This is Elias?
It's Elias.
Wait, that makes so much sense. I thought you were talking about just another audiobook. So I was like, oh, wait, that makes so much.
Yeah,
I love him. What's his narrator's name? Because
when he's reading romance, it's like Shane East. And then when he's reading YA fantasy, because he does read a lot of YA fantasy as well, I think it's Shane West.
Shane East and Shane West. I mean, it works. But literally, I was like,
yeah, Shane.
I do really like his voice. I didn't know it was him.
Listen to it again, and then you'll hear a lot.
Like, now that you say it, I'm like, yeah. Like,
I'm like listening. I was just like, God, why does this sound like I've listened to this book before? Even though, yes, I've listened to this book before, but I was like, oh, Elias.
Most of the time, I don't think it has to do with the narrator.
Just like the like just what's going on.
Yeah. Like being on the subway. I feel like that makes it better though, because I'm like, ooh, a little hidden secret. Ain't nobody know.
And I was like at work listening to this and like, make sure we turn it down. No one can hear. Not
like,
work.
Like it's like a little secret. Like nobody else knows. I could be like, but I feel like I don't get embarrassed like that. Like I don't get secondhand embarrassment like that. Yeah, I don't. I only get embarrassment from myself, not from something else. Like I would only be embarrassed if somebody was like, I can hear your audiobook. But like they couldn't even understand it. It was on 3 times speed. They'd be like they would not understand it, so it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. Wait, this I had to mark as yellow because yellow, I was like, yellow in my mind was just like, oh, like that's what yellow was. Mm-hmm. Literally the paparazzi, right? When they got to their, where do they live? I forget, but the country.
West something.
Westco.
I almost said the West.
But when they got to Westco, the paparazzi was talking whatever, and then Henry literally spit on the paparazzi. I was like, sir.
Yes, not even just the paparazzi. There were people there protesting. Like they were saying, like, you know, what they're saying, like, you're flying on a private plane. I don't even have a job. And then Henry goes over there and spits on it. I was like,
I was like, save, like, don't spit on them. Spit on me instead. Like, hopefully my sister's not watching this because that'd be awkward.
But honestly, it's just like, and now the fact that he's like next in line, and it's like, you literally just did that.
Literally just like spit on this man. But I was like,
like, okay.
Oh my gosh. When Olivia first tries to vow and or curtsy and Granny is like, I thought it was gas. I was like, man.
That kind of stuff I get secondhand embarrassment at. Like, I don't get secondhand embarrassment at like sex scenes or listening to like when actually they do something and it's like embarrassing. I'm like, oh no.
I don't get secondhand embarrassment, but I'm like, oof, that sucks for you. Like, I'm sorry, but
Granny was being purposefully.
And Granny was so petty for what? She was like, I'm gonna put Henry in the same place as you, even though there's hundreds of other rooms. I'm gonna put him in the same, like literally like 2 doors down. And Nicholas was not happy. He was like, Granny's so petty. Like,
so petty.
I'm sensitive to sounds when it comes. Oh, but not all of them have like grunts and stuff.
Yeah, not all of them are like that.
This one did, but
because Shane E just goes for it when he's narrating.
This is fun. Okay, let's see what else. The cook literally tackled Henry and fed him cheese. Or no, I thought it's not cheese. It was his favorite biscuits. I thought it was cheese. It wasn't. It was cheese.
Yeah. He said biscuits, and then there was, because it was from Nicholas's point of view, and he was like, "That's cookies for all you Americans." Like,
wait, did he say that?
Yeah.
Weird. No, it doesn't say that here on this page. Maybe it was in a different page. But I feel like Olivia, not as much, but definitely, I was about to say Elias. Nicholas.
That's my fault.
Nicholas is very self-aware of like the audience. Like he broke the fourth wall a lot. Olivia, I don't think she did, but Nicholas, he really, like, I feel like in most romances, like I like the male character, but like in this book and the Romance Book Club, I'm all about them. Like they're the main characters. Like the female that's the main character. No. Like Nicholas is the main character. Like it literally it mentions Olivia second in this. It mentions Nicholas first because he's the main character.
And Nicholas' point of view is first as well.
Because he's the main character. And I think the epilogue is told from his point of view, no?
It is, yep.
Because he's the main character. Olivia was secondary.
His story, Olivia just plays a part in it.
Literally, it's his world, and everybody's just living in it. The three of them watching The Lion King.
Well, when they were watching the Disney movies. They were watching Beauty and the Beast, and they were talking about how it's like a girly Disney movie. And she was like, "Well, you watched The Lion King?" He's like, "Yeah, it has lions and kings in it."
And then Henry's like, "I love The Little Mermaid," and she's like, and he's like, "Have you seen The Little Mermaid?" And then Nicholas was like, "I'm feeling a little beastly," and then Henry was like, "I gotta head out because it's much too much."
Is that a euphemism for doggy style?
He was like, "Well, since you already heard it, yes."
I gotta go.
I was like, poor Henry being traumatized, because I swear if that was my sister and her husband, I would die. Like I would just disintegrate. Like, I wouldn't be able to live anymore.
Oh, it's funny.
Maybe it's different though with brothers. I don't know.
Maybe. Yep.
Exactly. Nicholas was he's that boy. Even though he did say those two things, we'll just look past them for now. He only did it in the beginning. Okay,
he gets better. He gets better.
You two are thoroughly entertaining. Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, when Esmeralda or Ezzy or whatever came up to them at the ball, and then she was like, "Hey, like, nice to meet you. Are you a virgin?" And then Olivia was like, "Does anal count if it doesn't qualify?" And then Ezzy was like, "I like this one, Nikki." I was like, "Oh, not Olivia coming out here with the shots." Like,
she's like, "You're not playing these games with me. I came to win."
Okay, let me think. Okay, I agree about Ariel, but I do really like Rapunzel too. I'm not really a blonde person, but Rapunzel really be hitting different. I think it's like the animation though. Like they really did good on that movie. Okay, Rapunzel's like my favorite princess movie because she really was out here with the pan. She really was out here with the pan. And Flynn Rider is everything. Like he is the best like hero in the princess movies, I think.
I love him so much.
It's so good, but like because I feel like all the other ones like they're so flat. Like what does Eric do? Like he dances, like that's it. He wears a little open button shirt. He like goes in the water sometimes. Like I don't know what he does.
He's like a sailor, but he like nearly drowns. It's fine.
Literally. Oh my gosh, another oop moment was when the mean lady, what's her name? It just says Lady Derringer, but I don't know her. Oh, Lucy. Lucy comes up and then she was like, "You always did enjoying it, slumming it. Or you always did enjoy slumming it, didn't you?" And I was like, not you attacking Olivia.
I am. Yeah.
I was like, also,
sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, this is 45 minutes into live, whatever. My sister, like, one of her top baby names is Olivia. So I was like, Namia. I was like, this whole time I was like, Olivia. And then I was like thinking about my sister's child, and I was like,
Wow.
I
Like,
don't know how I feel about that one. Oh, I have another oop moment. What's this?
But yeah, Lucy, like when she first like just walks up to Olivia, she's like, "You're the maid or the servant or like the barmaid or something, right?"
Like the barista.
Like in that condescending
Oh
tone.
my gosh, literally though. So when Bailey was here, she said the thing about the hanging in the closet, and the other one was that Henry said drive towards it as fast as you can and put me out of my misery. I marked that one as funny too.
Honestly, I laughed. I did. Sorry. I laughed.
Sorry. Like
I forgot about Jasmine.
Oh, Jasmine do be hitting different too.
Yeah. Honestly, like I wanted a pet tiger like my entire childhood because of that.
What?
I wanted a pet tiger my entire childhood because of that movie.
I still want a pet tiger.
Eric actually looked like a real human being. The princes before him are so unrealistic looking.
Yeah.
Nicholas's friend and his wife, Franny. Yeah.
That was tragic. Like, what was her name? Like Francine. Like, if my name was Francine, I would just go by Francine. Because Franny is tragic. Anybody who tried to call me Franny, I'd be like, you trying to fight? Because that is not acceptable around here. Like, we're not doing that today. Like, because Franny, yeah, Franny's tragic. Plus, it reminds me of that lady. What's that lady from that show? The one where she was like the maid and she had the accent. You know, her name was Franny.
Yes. I do remember. Yes.
And it was, I'm not going to say it's really old, but it's kind of old for me.
Yeah.
I had a whole Jasmine bed set. I don't know if I was ever that into princesses. Because Disney Channel, like Disney Channel movies were around. So I was like my High School Musical. I was into like my Jonas Brothers. I had a decal of like the 3 Jonas Brothers above my bed, and I would kiss Nick and Joe goodnight, but like never Kevin. Like I would just pat him. The nanny, yes, the nanny, Franny. Oh, her name's Fran.
Her name is Fran Dresser. Right? Fran Dresser is the actress's name. But Nicholas, back to Franny, Nicholas kind of set like a precedence when he was first talking about her. Before he ever met Franny, he was saying like all the stuff that he kind of did. And then when she explains everything and kind of like you get a little bit of her backstory and she just kind of takes Olivia under her wing, I was like, I really like Franny.
It is old for you. I feel like I watched a lot of old shows. Was it on Nick, right? Because Nick, I used to watch like Nickelodeon. You know how it had like Nick at Night? Like I used to watch it all the time because I've always been a crackhead that stays up. So I remember being like 6 years old, staying up, being like, "Yes, George Lopez, like, come on, sir."
Oh,
yes,
George.
Like, yeah. I used to watch my George. I used to watch the nanny. Like, I was in it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I really like. I used to stay up and be like out here watching Nick at Night. Nick at Night was for the adults, not the children. Watching it. Like literally, like George Lopez wouldn't come on till like 1 a.m. And I was here at 8 years old being like, yes, let's stay up and watch George Lopez. Like, where were my parents?
Asleep, probably. Or probably in their bedroom watching Nick at Night.
Probably asleep. Yeah, I'm 36, so I was a kid when these Disney movies came out. Yeah, I definitely wasn't not. I mean, Rapunzel, yeah, right? Rapunzel came out in 2010s, right? I meant Tangled, not Rapunzel. Tangled?
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm pretty sure, because the animation's so good. I'm pretty sure it came out in 2010, so I was 8 years old. I was 8 years old in 2010. I don't know how I feel about that.
You were 8? Yeah. In 2010, I was
7 or 8. Cole, you really like graduated high school and you were like, I'm gonna get married. So
I did.
you really went from
I graduated 07, I got married in 09.
Yeah. You graduated in 07. I'm graduating in 2021.
Stop it.
That's so funny to me, though. I'm sorry. You graduated 14 years before me. What the heck? That's a whole teenager time. Like, there was like a whole person in between us.
Yeah.
On Nick in syndication, me, I watched these shows when they first came out on their original channels during prime time. Oh, okay. So they just took the shows from the other things and put them on Nick. Okay. I'm trying to think. There's a lot in this book, so there's definitely more stuff to talk about.
I like when Nicholas goes and takes all the kids and gets pie at her shop.
Yeah, that was so cute. I was like, not him with the kids.
And Olivia's like, are you doing this to impress me? And he's like, why are you impressed?
I was like, that's so cute. Him with the kids. Like, you trying to give me a kid? Like, I don't know. These jokes be too much. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just like, this is what I think to myself. And then normally I'm like, no, like, let me not say that. But then I was like, nah, let me just say it.
Say it.
No, I really do be thinking those thoughts in my head. For what? I'm like, okay. Okay. That's what, did you see my post on my close friends or whatever about the guy that's my husband?
On what?
On Instagram.
Oh, on Instagram. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like every time I see a video of him, I'm like, okay, like, you trying to be here or like
it's like, are you coming here? Do you want me to meet you there? But this is happening.
Like, we're both free. We're both free February 14th. Like, let's just meet up, like, hang out. Like, mommy, like, when I talked about him, I literally got chills. Like, that is sad. Sad. This boy's on the internet and doesn't even know of my existence. And I would literally, he could run me over, like, run me over with a freaking cement truck, and I would literally bow down to him. Like, I would not just thank him. I'd be like, let me be your slave. Like,
Oh, no.
I simp so hard for Vincent. The fact that everybody calls him Vinny, and I call him Vincent.
Yes.
Tangle came out later. They came out in the 90s? I didn't know that. Graduated 07 too. Okay. I'm sure I liked Franny calling all the...
Oh, yeah, that was
yeah, that was kind of... but you know what?
Yeah.
It was kind of sus. But, like, especially the bulimic one. So, yeah. But, like, the other stuff, like, I be saying that kind of stuff, too, sometimes. Like, this girl in my class, bro. Oh, my God. You know you saw it on my story, Nicole?
What?
You saw it on my story, the girl in my class who was like, I hate this.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
I was like, girl. And she literally said, women should just sit on the children have sit on the children have couch. Sit on the couch. I'm sorry.
You're just trying to talk too fast. No, Deja. Deja, come back. I can't carry this dream by myself. Oh, no.
Okay. I had to take us both out for a second because
oh my gosh.
I said sit on the couch and have, or I said sit on the children and have couch. She said women should sit on the couch and have children. And I was like, is this okay? She's like mentally unstable. Like, I'm not trying to be out here diagnosing people, but ma'am needs help. Okay.
She was saying like a couple things. Like I was just like, what?
She's like, I'm not scared of COVID. I was like, I'm not scared of COVID. Like, I'm not saying that I wouldn't die, but like, I don't think so. But like, I'm trying to be a decent human being, unlike some people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. And literally, my friend today, we were talking about it, because she transferred to my friend's statistics class, and she was like, ill, like she's in my class. She's not even in that class, but I told her, and she saw all about it on my Snapchat story, and she was literally like, ill, she's in her class, and I was like, the teacher in that class is black. So I was like, she probably wants to lynch the teacher. Like,
oh my
and
god.
then she was like, she said LMFAO, and I was like, oh my god, like we could have her as a alien sacrifice. And she was like, LMFAO, she could be our Rona sacrifice too, since she doesn't believe in it. And she said, feed her to the sharks, make her to be a slave at Trump's estate. See, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, we have terrible humor, like, but
Yeah.
I would never put that in a book. Like, that's a choice.
That's in like here.
Like, that's gone through editing. Like,
Yeah.
we keep that in the messages. We don't be saying all that, like, in the book. Like,
I get what she meant by arming yourself. That's true, because like they don't, she was saying like they haven't even met you, but they hate you anyway just because you want or you have what they want. Kind of thing.
Yeah. But you know what? You know how Henry spit on that dude? Like, that's what I want to do to this girl in my class. But I'm not trying to be charged with assault.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be charged with assault. Graduated in 2007, got married. Everybody graduated in 2007. Can't relate. And got married in 2011.
Can't relate.
You guys got married quick. I'm gonna be single for a while. Okay. I'm gonna be single for a while because, like, my sister, she started dating her husband at 18. I'm like, where's mine?
Oh my
God. Like, she really started dating her husband at 18. And then they got married. Oh, wait, I have the little thing right there. They got married in 2007, which was 4 years ago.
2007?
I meant, not 2007, 2017. That was 4 years ago. So she was 23. So they were together for 5 years before they got married.
Yeah, my husband and I started dating when I was 15. He was 17.
I'm single. I know. I'm saying for my sister though, but like, and then they what four? That's like what 20? That's like 21, 22. You got married at what 19? Nicole?
Me? Yes. I was married at 19.
So like, where's mine? Like, it's a different time now. It's a different time. It's okay.
You haven't met yours face to face. You've only done the
Corona.
We like the Zoom dates.
Nicole, I don't know if you know this, but we've almost been in quarantine for a year. What am I supposed to do? Like,
Zoom dates. No,
we don't do Zoom. We do FaceTime.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting a new phone.
That's good.
Because I'm so surprised. Like, how is my phone not cracked? Yes, my lock screen is myself because nobody else is going to put me as their lock screen, so I got to do it. Even though this one guy did put me as lock screen, so. But he be too much for me sometimes. I'm like, okay, that's a little serious for me because now I'm having fears of commitment. Wait, graduated high school or college?
High school. I graduated high school in 07.
I graduated never. I graduated middle school.
Yeah.
I graduated middle school in 20. No, not 20. Not 20. 20. What? 17? Nah. Oh my gosh! Today in what is it called? In AP chemistry, she was like, "We're gonna like this problem involves algebra." I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Quadratic formula? Like, what is that?" Like,
no, not
her. I was like, I thought I forgot her last year. Like I went into quarantine. Pre-calc didn't count anymore. I was like, I forgot all the math. Okay, I could do AP statistics. I can do basic math, plug it into the calculator, but I can't be just plugging, like, you can't find X in the calculator. Like, I'm trying to plug it in and it just tell me what X is. Like, I'm not trying to do all that. That's why I got this thing. I have my best app, my best friend called Mathway.
Mathway.
Yeah, you just plug it in there, even with the X, and it's all for X.
All for X.
Graduated college in 07. Okay. Only someone I like. Well, I like myself, so.
I love that.
Here's my Nicholas or Henry or Logan. Period.
Where are they?
Period. I don't know. I don't know. But This boy be wilding on my thing, but I was gonna say I'm getting a new phone, right? And I always had small phones, and my dad was like, "Oh, do you want the 12 or the 12 mini?" And I was like, "Oh, like maybe the mini because I like my phones kind of small because like I have small hands." And he was like, "Well, like you're gonna lose like this much screen space, like almost like I think it was." I think it was like over an inch of screen space difference, like
Oh,
this
wow.
way, like across.
Oh.
I was like, I didn't really look at the dimensions of this phone either, but literally the mini is like 0.4 bigger this way than this phone. It's the mini is already bigger than this phone, and then the 12 is literally like over an inch bigger than this phone, like an inch and a half bigger this way.
Bigger, yeah.
This way and that way. I'm like, where am I gonna put that?
That would be. I mean, does that phone feel comfortable in your hand? So if you got the mini and it's only like a half inch.
I know I should have got the mini, but it's already ordered. I can't take it back now.
Dang.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, wait, I like your picture. Hold on. Let me make it bigger. Yeah, I like it. Looks very aesthetic. Don't look at there's like stuff on my face and my eyebrows because it's like skincare, and sometimes I put on too much and then it starts to like pill. I see the beginning.
Oh my gosh, like because he was going on about it. He was going on like how she's crazy. And I was like, no, you literally like you've known this girl for 5 seconds and then you're trying to like I understand that guy was like roughhousing with her, like grabbing her arm like from the collections place. I'm like, first of all, that's not a part of your job. You're not supposed to be, mean like that. But yeah, for sure.
I started dating my husband when I was 17. Yeah, where's mine? I'm 18.
Where?
Like, my sister started dating her boyfriend, or her now husband, when she, like, on her 18th birthday. My 18th birthday done passed, okay? What the heck? And I don't see nothing in sight.
Not the...
Get out the binoculars, because maybe the telescope, honestly.
Nope.
Literally gotta be hunting. Well, you know what? It's like I do have options, but I don't want them.
You're like, I need better options.
Honestly, like I think I just need Vincent.
Yeah. Logan and the other guy were like, what are you talking about? Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, what? I'm sorry if you hear my dog, but he lost his toy in the back. He can't get to his toy, so he's crying about it. And I'm like, I can't get it for you. So
where is it?
It's back here behind my steps to get up to the top shelf.
Why can't you get it?
Because I literally can't reach and get it. It's like back here in the corner because he threw it.
Can you not get up and reach? Like
I could, but he's gonna have to wait.
Man, why are you so mean? That's your son. He just
did that. I gave him his toy so he could, be occupied in here. And then he did that. Oh my gosh, he's crawling under. He did that literally like the first 5 minutes we were live. I'm like, sir. And I can't give him this one because this one squeaks. Can't give. Oh, now he knows.
He's like, where did it go?
Want to say hi to everybody? No. He's looking for the squeaker.
Well, and then, okay, wait, Vincent, Vinny Hacker, whatever, he posted on his TikTok, right? Because this guy, because he's like one of the guys that like paints his nails, whatever, right? And he was like, I don't paint, like this other guy was like, I don't paint my nails, I like women. And then Vinny like duetted it, which means like it'd kind of be like us right now where there's like the two.
Yeah.
And so he duetted it and he was like, I probably have your crush in my DMs. And I was like, dang. I was like, Vincent really came with the shots. He said pew pew. Okay. I was
like, not here, not now.
They're good. You got time. I'm 35. Like, where's mine? Married in their late 30s, early 40s. Okay, so you're just following the trend. My parents didn't get married. Wait, 2000, so 21 years ago. No, they got married in 2001. Wait, no, 2000. 21 years ago. Well, later this year, it'll be 21 years. So my mom is what? Not me not remembering. I think she is, wait.
I thought one time you said that she was 50 something.
She's 52, I think. She got married when she was 31. And my dad got married to my mom at least, when he was like 37, I think. Or no, 30. Yeah, like 37, almost 38. Yeah, but my mom is my dad's third wife. So we got a player in the family. Hi, India.
Hi.
I like how we're not even talking about the book anymore, but it's okay. My parents
Well, there's only like a couple more things that I actually wanted to talk about that I have notes. We like covered everything else. So.
Oh, okay. Padme got pregnant by 20 and 21. Dang. I've always been like, where's mine? Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. But I feel like as time is like, at least like my generation, because I feel like we're like at the point where my generation's finally like old enough to get married.
Mm-hmm.
Like my generation, they don't want to get married. Like they're not about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like some millennials were about the life. They were like, let's get married. But like my generation is like really not here for it. I smiled like y'all could see me.
Oh, did y'all get your candles? India put new stuff on her Etsy page. New candles today.
Yeah. Buy the new candles. I'm kind of broke because I'm losing my job in like a month, but
no,
it's okay. I'll just be broke for a couple months and then I'll get a job. And then, do I want to get a job in this? Kind of want money, but like, I don't know if I really want to get a job in the summer. It's like money, or do I want to lay in bed all day? Like,
oops, I meant.
Exactly.
I don't need to get married, but
I did. That's expected of you. Exactly. It's expected of me to be broke. What else am I supposed to? Am I supposed to be rich? No. Even though TikTok always tells me that I'm going to be the first billionaire in my family, so I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Oh, lay in bed. Oh, yeah, that's true. I do be laying in bed a lot.
Okay, you want to say hi to everybody?
Buy the candles. No. I'll get the link.
Yeah, buy the candles, but I'm broke. What? Oh,
No, people with actual jobs buy the candles.
He saw the squeaker on my desk. He had eyes on.
Okay, look. I put the link. The
link. Yes, buy the candles.
Okay, what other notes did you have?
Okay, the other one was when Simon was the one that actually bought the recipes for the pies,
Yeah.
and that was the whole reason why like their business went out, like, you know, they are in the clear now. They're not like behind, but he thought it was because like she got paid off by the tabloids to leak the story, and he was mad at her and didn't believe her. I was very heartbroken.
Literally, I was like, you guys need to get like a better like FBI or something, because Miss Ma'am from the Criminal Minds, what's her name? Wait, what's her name? The blonde lady.
No, I don't watch Criminal Minds.
Yeah, the blonde lady from Criminal Minds would have been like, yep, piece of cake. Okay, yeah, this is who did it. This is the information. Like, she figures it out in 0.2 seconds, like, so quick. So, like, nothing. So they really couldn't figure out who actually, like, where the money came from. Like, okay. Sir kind of overreacted.
Like, Simon actually had to go to Nicholas and be like, I did it. I gave them money to buy the recipes. Not
literally, like, they should have been able to track that down. Like, I'm so disappointed in their federal government.
They need better detectives on the case.
Yes, Penelope's iconic. And her and the I don't know their names. Okay, her and the black guy, they have so much sexual tension. I'm like, when is it gonna occur? Come on. Like, when is it gonna literally, like, no, he'll like call her and be like, where's my, like, I need this info. And she's like, so, like, me finding the info, does that guarantee us, like, a wonderful night of, like, passionate lovemaking? Like, and I was like, yes, ma'am. Okay.
If you don't ask for it, how are you gonna get it?
And then he, like, they call each other, like, sweetness and, like, names like that. I'm like, okay, can we just, like, get to it? Like I don't know what to not. Yes, wax sounds. Simon is a good friend and husband. I need you to know. I don't know who that is.
No, I read the last comment.
They never happen. I know they don't.
It's just sexual tension into infinity.
It's really triggering for me because they deserved the smash.
They deserve. That's not satisfying. It's just sexual tension forever.
Is that his name? I only remember there's Garcia, right? And there's the white guy. What's his name? Well, obviously, I know Reed. Spencer Reed is an icon. He's a legend. So I don't know their names, okay? All I know is Spencer Reed, the skinny white man, and the girl named JJ because her name's so stupid and she annoys me. No, DJ, like she annoys the heck out of me. Like I love the other ladies so much, but I don't remember their names. Like, what's the lady with the brown hair? Oh, Elle. Elle, that's her name. You're done. It's done. What's the guy's name? The main guy.
I don't know.
Let me just look it
up. I don't know. I don't watch it.
I know they say his name all the time. Ugh, I've switched to using this thing called Acacia or something because if you like Google stuff, it like plants trees because of the ads. But like the Google, it's not like the same as Google. So sometimes I just gotta go to Google because Gideon, that's his name.
He's like, y'all acting like y'all have Google in front of you.
Oh, okay. So Derek Morgan is played by him. Yeah. I found that out before I saw the comment. Okay, I don't know the actor's name. I would have. You guys said that. I was like, who's that? But I would have. If you said Morgan, I would have been like, okay, yeah. But I don't know the actor. I literally just Googled. Literally, Hotchner is the other guy. I was not talking about him. I was talking about the older one, Gideon. But Gideon and Hotchner kind of be like I feel like they're both kind of like leaders in their own way.
Mm-hmm. I would have liked more groveling.
Not Michelle coming in here trying to make the conversation.
She's like back to the book.
Have had to do more groveling than he did. Honestly,
I like it when men grovel. Mm-hmm. I would have. I
agree. Did nothing. He just came back and
he professed his undying love on national television.
Okay, I mean, he did kind of was like. He did give up his whole title, so I feel like that's a pretty big grovel.
And like she was like, wait, what did he do? Can he do that? And he's like, yeah, he just gave up a country for you.
Literally. You're welcome. Wait, is he not in the rest of the series? In over a decade? What do you mean? He disappears? I like him.
No resolution?
I think it's because like my dad's an older white man, so like every time I see a little bit of an older white man, I'm like, oh, like as long as they're not too creepy.
Yeah.
If they're too creepy, then I'm like, he retired. Okay, listen. I watched Criminal Minds when I was younger growing up because my parents would have it on when I was like 6. I can barely remember stuff that happened 2 months ago. So I know that I used to watch it. And I remember like some of the characters. I remember like they used to always be on the plane. Like I remember things from the show, but like I didn't remember it detailed. So I just started rewatching it, like actually rewatching it because I like to procrastinate reading. So
by binging shows. Oh, Indy, you did read Kilts and Kisses. Yay!
No, I read the first Celtic book. Wait, Is
Queen
that
by the Highlander, Madison Faye?
Yeah, I was like, is that the Madison Faye? Did you see my organization of my
I did, and I loved it. I need to watch that video because I need to do that for sure on my Kindle.
Yeah. It's really easy because I just screen recorded it on my phone, but I have my actual Kindle too. But like, it's so pretty. I have a whole Madison Faye folder. There's 15 books in there.
I love that.
But I've only read 4 of them. Look at it.
You gotta read more. It's fine.
Even though it says 2 uncollected, but these are not uncollected. This one was like a loan or something, and I returned it. And then this one was a second copy that I tried to delete.
You couldn't delete them?
I did, but then, like, if I try and open it, it says error. Please remove this book from your device and re-download it because I deleted it, but it's not going away. So
no, sometimes you have to actually go on Amazon and then manage your content and devices, and that's dumb.
Thank you. It was all Brie, but I literally Brie was like,
how long did that take you?
Not that long. Maybe. Well, I put on an audiobook too, and I needed to finish because I'm participating in the Buzzword-a-thon thing as part of my goals, and I wasn't gonna do this month, but then everybody's talking about In the Dream House, and the word is dream. So last night, I literally just listened to the audiobook on 3 times speed because it was like less than 6 hours. So it was like 2 hours. So I just did that, and then I played some games, and then I did some other stuff. But
so it didn't take very long.
No, but also Brie said that she like will just like add things like where she thinks that they go. But I was like, no, like I can't do that. Like I was up here on Goodreads. I was on here like where do people shelve it? Like I needed to accurately place it. And I don't have that many books on my thing. Like some of them, like it says like bigger numbers, but some of them are in multiple places.
Oh, okay, got it.
And so it'll show up like twice. Like I like a lot of my contemporary romances are in other places because like I have like mafia romance, which is still like contemporary.
Right. But you break it down even further by trope.
Yes, because sometimes like I did it based off what I need. Okay, sometimes I'm like I want a mafia romance, so I can just be like, let me go to my little mafia romance folder. Like, let me go to my little dark romance folder. Let me go to my billionaire romance folder. Like,
that's great. I need to do that.
But I wish you could have like collections within collections. They need to do that. So then that way, like you could put like your mafia romance collection like inside the contemporary romance collection. So it's like a folder within a folder. They need to do that.
Genius.
That's what, because like then it would be so much easier because then it would just be in one place.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to do that. I'm going to make a petition.
Email Amazon.
Literally, like, but they wouldn't change it. They obviously haven't changed Goodreads. I've started to like use bold and italics on Goodreads, and why do you have to use like freaking code to bold and italicize? Like literally on Storygraph, you just highlight and you were like bold, like you just click the bold button. If you want to make it bold on Goodreads, you have to do like the less than sign.
Yeah.
You have to do the less than sign, then B, then the greater than sign, put the thing, then you have to put less than /B, then the greater than sign. Like, why do you have to do all that just to make it bold? Like, literally, you have to do this. Hold on. I put it in the comments.
That's kind of crazy. You have to do that kind of same thing if you're putting in a spoiler that you want to kind of like have blacked out or something.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And if it's italicized, you put an I. I'm like, why do you have to do all that? Like, this is not freaking. Like, is this the year that I was born? Is this 2002? Like,
2002? No.
Literally. When I think back to like when I was a kid and like computers, I used to play like The Sims 1, like, or The Sims 2. I think I played The Sims 2. Literally. But I remember, oh my gosh, this is off topic. This whole thing has been off topic. At least it's been about books, but this is not about books. I once made like this really cool rooftop, right, for my Sims. Like it had a pool table, like it was bomb, like whatever. And I never used to take care of my Sims because I would just spend money instead. And so I was sending one of the Sims up to the roof to go up there. Like, as soon as I built it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna send her up there so she can play the things. Sis died on the freaking stairs, and I couldn't move the gravestone. And I was so pissed off because I was like, now there's no way for anybody else to get up there. Like, the staircase, I could have built another staircase, but I didn't think about that. And I'm pretty sure there was a way to move the gravestone, but I just didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
I was so pissed off. I was like, not her dying on the freaking staircase. Like, it was so disrespectful for what? I was like, you could have died at the top. Like, I know I didn't take care of you, but dang.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and we had a computer, like a big computer, down in the basement, and my dad had, like, would always have a box of, like, they're like, I don't know how to describe it. You know, like the little thingies in Chex Mix, but, like, it's like a cereal, and they have, like, little frosting on it. You know what I'm talking about?
Like Wheaties?
Are they Wheaties? But they have frosting on it.
There's frosted mini wheats?
He used to have a box of those, and I would always just take it, and I would start eating it. He had to have known, because, like, half the box would be gone, especially when you got the strawberry ones, bruh. Oh my god, the strawberry ones.
The frosted mini wheats. They had the different flavors and stuff.
Do they still have those?
Yeah, I think so.
The strawberry ones?
I think.
I'm about to get some. Now I'm literally going on an apple juice kick, and now I'm about to eat
the strawberry frosted mini wheats.
Oh my god. Anyways, do you have any more notes for the book?
Just that I was happy when her dad like sobered up and was there for and like apologized to her. Like, yes, because he was on a rampage when she was first leaving, and he was just calling her selfish when she was. I was like,
yeah, and I like how when she came back, he was better. I read more books in January than I thought. That's good. Oh. But also, I like how I randomly am just flipping through, and I open to the highlight page, and the first word that I see is backwards. Oh wait, no, it's not. That's what I see. And I'm like, do you see that? That's what I first saw, and I was like, what is that? Did you not see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
I was like, not that being the first thing that I see.
You're just like zoomed in. You're like, this word.
Okay, well, I don't know if we have anything else to talk about, but I'm going to put this. Oh, wait. I'm trying to put it as a little thing across the bottom. Our next live show is going to be on March 8th for Reign of a King, which is going to give you guys a little bit more time because we're either going to have to do it because Nicole's going to be out of town. We had to do it either like a week, like the 22nd or the 8th, and I made the executive decision to put the 8th because I was like, the 22nd is kind of soon.
Yeah. It was very soon.
So we decided to do the 8th instead. So Reign of a King by Rina Kent, which it's on Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah.
So that is it. I don't know if anybody has anything else they want to say. And if not, well, I'll wait a second. And then if not, I will end the live show because I could keep talking on here for forever.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot to say. Wait, another story while we're waiting for people to come in. Because my mom and I were talking about this the other day. My first grade teacher, Miss A. Rose, I remember, she called me a chatterbox. And I was like, ma'am, excuse me? And my mom was told me, and she was like, yeah, Deja, like, you're a little bit of a chatterbox. Like, when Miss A. Rose is talking, like, you have to be quiet because what she's saying is important. And I was like, well, what I have to say is important too, Mommy. Like, that's what I said when I was in first grade. I was, what, 6 or 7? And I told my mom what I have to say is important too. I compared. I thought that was so funny. And my mom was like, oh, Lord, like, I'm in trouble with this child. I probably won't read Reign of a King since I'll have to buy it. No, it's on Kindle Unlimited. I mean, you may not have Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah,
but it's on KU. I don't know how much the ebook is. I can check. The people that want to know. And I'd be careful, just so you guys know, it's a dark billionaire romance. So it probably will have some sort of trigger warnings. I tried to research what they would be, but
sometimes like, on reads, if the author does a review of their own book, they put trigger warnings in there?
I can check. But I tried to like look them up, and it really
you don't have to you, it's $4.99 to buy.
Well, no, because on mine it's $2.99. Oh, it says to buy after credits, because I guess I have a credit.
Oh.
Okay. Oh my gosh, and it's an age gap, bruh.
Is it?
Oh yeah. It's her Dexter's cousin. It's 4 age gap.
Yeah, because that was the trope we picked for.
Not as we're getting our own tropes. Yeah, it's age gap because somebody said it in the question that he's 44 and she's 27.
Yeah,
that's pretty thing. What's the book? Reign of a King by Rina Kent. That's it. Make you gonna buy it anyways. You picked it. You know, let's just forget that we forgot. I just forgot, but 44 and 27. But at least she's not that young. It's just a big age gap.
Yeah.
But it says like ruthless, cold, possessive, domineering, dark, sinister. So if that's not your cup of tea, I would be careful. Somebody said the following ratings are out of 5: romance 4, hot/steam 5, story/plot 5, world building 5, character development 5, and it's in England.
Yeah,
it's in England.
Oh,
why did you not get as excited as me?
I don't know. You're like,
enthralling you. Those words are tempting me to buy it. Exactly. For some people, it's gonna be like suck them in, and other people, it's gonna be like a.
Yeah, exactly.
Like literally, like it sounds so good, and apparently he's an anti-hero.
I'm excited.
Oh, somebody gave it 2.5 stars. I'm looking to try and find
a good read.
Yeah. Someone said Daddy King is here. It better be as dark as advertised, for real.
Does it say it has Daddy King too, or no?
I don't know, but someone just put crown. Daddy King is here, fire, and then the monkey covering the eyes emoji.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay, I'm trying to find. Someone said gave it 1 star. Oh yeah, I remember reading this to you. Okay, it says that. Okay, there is BDSM apparently, so. Actually, I feel like that meme doesn't even fit it. Hold on. This is more like it. When I'm reading all the stuff, that words, I'm like. Actually, no, I'm more like this on the inside. Look at this is me on the inside when reading all those words.
You're like, yeah, yes.
Well, we're about to get up anyways to go read for Black Author Readathon. See, I wanted to do it so bad, but Miss Sarah has that book coming out, and I have to reread the whole series for a reading vlog so I can get views. 17-year age difference. Are you guys going to listen to the audiobook version of this one too? I don't think so. I think I'll probably just read it because I don't know how much. Like the Audible, you can't even add it on. You have to buy it with a credit. So unless it gets
like add the narration.
Okay, well, I decided to do the Sarah J. Maas video before you guys announced this Black Author Readathon. Way before. So basically when I got kicked out of the ACOTAR read along is when I decided to do it. Which was back in what, December? Okay, anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us. And I have all of the information for our next 2 books down below, as well as our Twitter and our Instagram. If you guys don't follow us there, you guys probably do because I don't know how else you would really know about this. But If you don't, they're both down below, and Nicole's channel is also down below. And I think that's it. And it's really awkward to end live shows, but we'll see you guys next month. Well, technically, it technically is next month because I was like, well, it'll be March, but it's technically February today. Happy February 1st, everybody. But someone said, wait, how did you get kicked out? That's tea for another day. Someone said, let me mind my business. It wasn't my choice. It was just people. It was just people not liking me. I'll just say that. That doesn't even cover half of it, but I'll just say that. Like, it wasn't really my choice. So I want to read my books. Okay, they're actually over there, but I never finished the series, so I would have to read the last book anyways.
Oh, you've never read Ackle?
No, I just read the first two. But I'm like, could I just skip ACOTAR and go to ACOMAT for the reread?
Yes, you can.
Anyways, yeah, that is it for tonight, and we will see you guys